In fact, we started more modestly. We started together with a number of other NGOs, by the way, with Global Witness, with Oxfam, in particular with large NGOs which are headquartered in London. We started with them a campaign which was called Publish What You Pay. And it was addressed to the companies because many of these companies made huge payments in terms of taxes, in terms of royalties, in terms of signature bonuses, dividends, other expenditures, social expenditures perhaps, and so on, infrastructure expenditures, make huge payments to the host governments, but these payments are not really disclosed to the public. And therefore, in a number of countries, it is not even known to the members of parliament how much money their executive branch or their parastatal company collects from every donor, from every investor. I mean, in the case of Nigeria, for instance, we know now, after they have reported under the Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative, that in most years they collect more than $50 billion, not $1 million, $50 billion every year. You know, a small, powerful elite in the country, and of course they spend the money as they see fit, you know, without great accountability to their own people. And this is why about half of the Nigerian 150 million inhabitants live below the poverty line. So this is the phenomenon which we tried to face at the time, and therefore we said, publish what you pay. But when some of the host governments didn't allow that, in particular Angola didn't allow it. In fact, I was told by Lord Brown at BP that he was talking to the government of Angola, and the government said, if you publish what you pay to us, we will not renew your production rights, because you have signed confidentiality clauses, and if you break these confidentiality clauses, then we will not renew your right to export oil from Angola. And that meant, of course, that the company felt very much constrained. So we changed at the time the direction and the onus we put on the companies to include also the government. And to our great delight and good luck, in Nigeria, President Obasanjo was president, and he decided, in fact he announced here in Berlin, that he would not, the Nigerian government would not only allow the companies to publish what they pay to the Nigerians, but they would make it mandatory, and they would report what they receive from the companies. And of course these amounts have to be more or less the same. And as we found out through the years of reporting, billions of dollars fell between the cracks, and that was a very direct benefit to the people of Nigeria, because some money was found that otherwise would have disappeared. By now we have about 30 countries which are reporting regularly. About 22 of them or so are compliant countries. In other words, not only do they report, but they also have a system of multi-stakeholder definition of the matrix under which they report, plus international auditing, plus validation through independent validation companies. And that means that now I would say hundreds of millions of people in resource-rich countries for the first time know exactly what their government receives from the natural resource development, and therefore they can hold them accountable.